Hello class, how are you today? Great? Fantastic. As I told you previously, during this week or the following week, you are going to receive handout number 5. And this handout number 5 is a summary of the previous handouts that you received. Handouts 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this video is for you to comprehend better what you have to do in this handout number 5 because it's a bit different from the others, okay? So please pay attention to the instructions. Here you have handout number 5, which is for 12th grade. And as I told you, this is a summary of the previous handouts that you received. In this opportunity, you are going to be assessed not with a number, but with a scale of excellent, great, correct, or needs improvement in relation to your performance in this handout. Here you have the instructions. This is a summary of the previous handouts we were working on, so this time I need you to send me your development in order to mark your performance. So when you finish developing this handout, I need you to send that back to me so I can assess it, so you can have a feedback on your performance. And here you have my email address. You have 3 ways of doing this. You can develop it in the same handout, you scan it and then send it to me. Or you can film yourself, record a video in which you explain what you have learned, or you can take pictures of your work and then send that material to me, to my email address, as soon as possible. So let's check what we have to do. In the unit 1, you are going to work with vocabulary. Remember that in handout 1 and 2, we worked just with new vocabulary. So in this time, you are going to choose 10 concepts and then write there your Spanish version and finally write 1 sentence for this concept and using them. For example, concept 1 in my case is house. The Spanish version is casa. A sentence can be, my house is big. Okay, as simple as that, and with 10 concepts that you found on handouts 1 and 2. Then the second item is about writing. In this opportunity, you have to write in English. How are we going to do that? First, you're going to complete this chart. Remember that in handout 3 and 4, we worked with human rights because that is the content. So you are going to choose one human right among the all that exists, and you are going to find a short definition or explanation about that human right. So in this diagram, here you write the name of the human right, and here a brief explanation of what that human right is about. All right. Then you have to find positive and negative aspects of this human right. It could be advantages, disadvantages. For example, well, you write them here, the negative aspects and the positive aspects, at least one, but you can write more, of course. For example, one negative aspect could be that the human right that you chose is just thought on men, and it should be for men and women, for example. Some positive aspect, if we still talking about focused person, you can say that the human right that you chose was made to cover the entire population, for example, okay? And finally, a brief opinion in relation to that human right. Here, you write a short, very short opinion. For example, I would change it a little bit. I totally agree with this human right. I don't know, something like that, but super brief, because in this part, you are going to expand your idea. You're going to use these 10 lines to write about the human right that you chose. Here you write the title, and here you write the ideas, the same ideas that you mentioned in the previous chart. In this part, you expand them. And here you have the rubric that I'm going to use to evaluate the writing part. So be careful with grammar, with spelling, with the content and accuracy, and the length. And that's it. I hope this explanation has helped you to comprehend better what you have to do in this new material. And if you have any question, if you still have any question, you can write me to my email address. So as a summary, this handout number 5 is about everything that was covered in handout 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is not going to be archived in the portfolio because you are going to develop it and send me your results back so I can assess you. So we can have a kind of idea, or of the improvement we have made during this time, ideally as soon as possible, all right? And that's it. Thank you very much for your attention. Don't forget to write me if you have questions. I hope we can see each other soon, and if not, take care, stay at home, a hug, blessings, and goodbye.